Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you how I made these two candle ideas that you can make for yourself, for your personal satisfaction, or it can also be made as a gift, a personalized gift. First, you're gonna need a jar, a clean jar or a clean glass. The it can be anything that you want to use for your candles. Second, I'm gonna be needing like a pebbles, but I have here is a poppy seed, but you can use any sand or pebbles that you want to use as a base. I'm also gonna be using some shells and dried flowers. um, you can put any decoration that you want. It depends upon you on the look that you wanted to do. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the base, which in my project right now I'm just gonna use this. I like this one also as a base because I like the color of it. It resembles soil that can be sand or a land to be the base of my design, the look that I'm going for, because the look that I'm going for would be like a shore. So this one would really look good. Flatten it out, and then you can start building your design by putting any embellishments, anything that you wanted to put to improve the design that you're going to. Right now I'm just gonna be using some shells. I'll just choose some shells that I believe would look good on the design that I want to make. Maybe I'm gonna use this one, and then I wanted some stars, so I'm just gonna use starfish and some shells. And it really depends upon your taste, or it depends upon the look that you're going through. If you wanted to make like a beach kind, you can put some other designs. You can also, aside from using shells and flowers, you can also put some miniature um, dolls or miniature seats. Depends upon the look that you wanted to create. I think this one is enough. And then the next thing that I'm gonna add some dried flowers to liven up the picture or the design. I on the grass part, I'm just gonna use the leaves, the tiny leaves of the flower that I have. This one, when put on the sun, uh, just popping up little leaves, it resembles a grass. So I'm gonna put it on the parts that I wanted to have some grass, and then I would also put flowers because really flowers improves everything. Every look that we're going to do, every design that we're going to do, always flowers helps to improve the look of it, to improve the to beautify and to make it look even better. Just put flowers anywhere. It depends upon you, wherever you wanna do. And I suggest that whenever you wanna make like this, you put the favorite flower or the favorite color that you want. Like for me, I love yellow, so I'm gonna use yellow rose, yellow flower. This is not a rose, yellow flower. And if ever you're gonna give it to someone, I suggest that you consider the taste of the receiver. You can put the favorite flower of the person, or if you can't put, you cannot find a dried flower that is the favorite, you can choose same color. Or if the person likes purple, maybe you can put purple flowers or some purple leaves. You can add some anything that you know that they would like. This one I think is enough for me. The next procedure that we're gonna do is, wait, just gonna tidy up. We're gonna use resin. I'm gonna use the 2 parts resin, which is 2:1. uh, the procedure that we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it well, but not too fast. Let's try to avoid having too much bubbles. We do not want too much bubbles, although if you're going for the look that have some bubbles in water, it will be fine. But for me, I wanted it to look like a clear one. So uh, I'll just be very gentle in pouring the part B, in mixing it with the part A. I'll just pour it on the side of the paper cups, so uh, it will blend well, but it won't create too much air pockets inside. uh, and then after we mix it, we're gonna put it also just on the side going down. We do not want to destroy the design that we created, so we're just pouring the resins on the sides, not on the middle. So uh, you do not need to worry that your shells or your embellishments won't soak, and that they will float, because uh, when you let them sit for a while, you can start to push them down and let them shrink. But for me, I'm just gonna leave it like this for a while. uh, we will let it cure for about 10 to 12 hours to fully cure. It is a way that I'm using resin to keep the design still, and they won't float when we put water. Right now, I'm just gonna keep this aside to let it cool down, harden, and I'm gonna get the one that I previously made, which is this one. I made this the other day. As you can see, I made the same procedure, and I just put the resin. As you can see, they shrink. The embellishments and the shells shrink on the resin, and they're really hard right now. So even we put water, it will be fine, and we do not need to worry. Even some flowers are popping up. They won't destroy the flower even we put the water, because all leaves and flowers and everything in here that I put, they are all covered with resin, so they're hard, and the water won't destroy them. The next procedure that we're gonna do is we're gonna pour water, just enough to cover the leaves or the flowers. We need to cover them all before we add the oil. So this is the time that I told you that we don't need to worry about those leaves. Even if you pour water, they will not rot because they are covered with resin. So we're gonna pour water now, and then once we pour the water, we can start to, as you can see, everything is underwater now. We put enough water, but we must leave enough space to put oil later, because the length of the time that we can make it a candle depends on the space that we put for oil. And yeah, so first we're gonna prepare a plastic, and we're gonna have a little cross to, I don't know how to see, you can gonna see it because it's transparent and our background is white, but I know you got the idea. We're gonna put the wick. I cut here a small wick, um, and then we're gonna put it in the middle to have it stand. You're gonna measure it on your jar or on your glass. Make sure that it won't be too long, just enough uh, to shrink the and for the wick to sip the oil. Here I'm using oil. This oil is infused with rose petals, so this is infused with rose scent. And then we're gonna put the wick that we made. If it's too long, we're gonna cut it a little shorter, so um, it will be better weight. Yeah, like so. Now our first candle is done. As I say, the length that we can use this one, that this will light, will depend on the oil that you make. The more the oil, the longer it will light. But the good thing about this is every time you see that the oil is less, you can add a little bit more, add oil again, and then light again, and we can always reuse it. We're gonna need another clean jar. This is our first, and then candle. We're gonna put our base again. And the second just one, like the first another one, and we're gonna this time we're gonna put the candle that I previously made, but you can buy the scented candles ready made in the shops, but mine I made it so I can have the scent that I want. And we're gonna have the candle sit. I just made this one with this cup, but yeah, so it's just small because my paper cup is small, but it's just the height is just right for my glass. So we'll let it sit, and then the way that I decorate it, we're gonna put the flower that we want all over it, just standing, so they will be pretty. I'm gonna use this flower, a tiny pink one. I don't know how they are, what are they called, but they're cute. They are cute. So I'm gonna cut it and trim on the same length so they won't pop too much, just the same height or maybe a little higher. Some are shorter than the candles. Different heights of flowers give us different dimensions on the design, and they will improve the look of it. I won't do it again because I made the other one, and curing resin took so long time, so I'll just show you the how I made it. I'll give you the idea, and we will continue like this. If it is finished like this, we're gonna pour the mixed resin on the side to and wait it to cure, so it will solidify and will secure our flowers and our seeds, and at the same time it will keep our candle in the middle more secure and more pretty. I'm gonna keep this aside, and I'm gonna get the one that I made with the same procedure, which is this one. As you can see here, I used that flower that I made that I shown the other one, and as you can see I use the same pebbles, but in this one I add to add some greens. I add the dehydrated or the dried bean sprouts, um, so it will be more lively and will have different colors, and I think it looks more pretty. Those are the bean sprouts that have not uh, completely grown. uh, they are dried and dehydrated in silica gel, and then I put them in there. Whenever you're making something with resin, make sure they are dry, fully dry. And yeah, here's the example of the sprouts that are dried. As you can see, they're still short, and it's there just like this. So the way that I use it is I put the many of them going around, so it will be prettier. And then after I put them, I add the flour again and arrange them the way that I wanted, and then I pour the resin. As you can see, the resin does not cover all the flowers. Just like the first candle that we made, I want some flowers popping out, uh, so it will become prettier. And yeah, it really looks better like this, but you don't need to worry about it. It won't burn. Every little flowers, they won't be destroyed even it's long time, because everything is covered with resin. Even they are popping out, they are covered with resin, so they are hard and protected. Yeah, so like this, whenever you're making like this, just like my first suggestion on the first candle, you if you're planning to give it to someone, I suggest you use their favorite flowers, or when you are not buying a ready-made, and then you're like me that we're gonna make a candle, you use their favorite scent, so they will enjoy it better. And it will really improve their mood. Even as a gift, even you made it for yourself, you use the one that you really like, so every time you look at it, uh, you will enjoy it. And every time you lighten it and you can smell, you will enjoy it because it is the scent that you like. Here is another some example of the how you can improve uh, your candles for gifts, and not just for gifts, for yourself. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you try it too. Making like candles like this, you can if you're giving it as a gift, you can put some ribbons and put it in small clear container, and then or make it in a jar like this that has cover. Any way you want. This one looks more presentable, but it's just smaller. Any way you want, but giving gifts like this is really better than just buying gifts, because it has personal touch, and the receiver will appreciate your effort when making those for them. I hope you like it, and I hope you can try this too. I hope I impart something, and I hope you learn something. And thank you guys for watching until the end. Until the next one, see you again. Thank you. Bye.